Hello, my name is Ria Deshpande, and I am the Girls Empowerment Santa Clara founder and president.
Hello, my name is Glacia Tawana, and I'm the Girls Empowerment Santa Clara Biology Director.
Before we begin, we would just like to offer our sincerest appreciation for both Breathe California and the Santa Clara County Public Health Department.
We have learned so much throughout this process of applying for a grant, and our community also benefited because of this support.
We are thankful for all of the opportunities we have, and we hope you will all be as proud of our accomplishments as we are.
Our project consisted of an hour-long workshop in which we presented the adverse effects that e-cigarettes and vaping have on one's body. The purpose of our workshop was further developed with a large group where students considered how such items are marketed and inaccurately portrayed to adults. Following this was a hands-on coloring activity where students identified the parts of the body that are affected by vaping and e-cigarettes. This was to visually demonstrate the drastic consequences that can occur from said objects on the human body. To demonstrate mastery of this topic, attendees played a Kahoot game. We played this game twice, once in the beginning and once in the end. This was to show their progress and understanding of the effects of vaping. As visible on the screen, there was much improvement in student understanding of the material.
As an organization, Girls Empowerment strives to foster a healthy environment that students can turn to for unbiased information and support, as provided by the activities and information in our workshop. So, when we started this project, our main goal was that students would leave informed on the adverse impacts of tobacco and vaping via fact-based activities, in comparison to their previous knowledge, which was often influenced by biased marketing tactics and advertisements, as well as misrepresented aspects of vape and tobacco ingredients like flavorings and vapor. Our expected result was to have informed the students about the dangers of vaping and e-cigarettes at a younger age, especially so they don't succumb to the common peer pressure students face at school.
We felt that such information was significant in influencing positive decisions for young adults in the future by informing them of the long-term threats vaping and e-cigarettes pose to their health at a young age. Across the South Bay, students have normalized use of such products within the school environment and have deemed it as a common experience for young adults. Through the workshop, we hope to challenge this common perception and provide the students with a toolkit to recognize misinformation portrayed by the vaping and e-cigarette agencies regarding flavorings and vapors. To ensure that attendees would not vape or use e-cigarettes in the future, we had all students who submitted our feedback form sign a pledge confirming the statement. We are glad to see that all submissions included a signed pledge.
As seen on the screen, here are some examples of some attendee responses we got in our feedback form. So we met many of our goals in that attendees found the workshop to be both informative and enjoyable. It was also engaging, and that they were able to learn information that they had not previously known. In terms of attendance, our original goal was to have 30 Zoom participants. Through active promotion, we had 30 attendees sign up. In the end, we had 25 participants who attended. Even though we might not have had everyone who registered attend, we were still proud of these numbers and for our efforts in getting people to register. We were also able to provide all registrants with the workshop recording and other materials that we used throughout the workshop, regardless of their attendance, to ensure that everyone who registered could still participate.
Reflecting on the research our team completed in the process of creating workshop content, there were several factors of the vaping epidemic that we had not known prior. For example, many of our team members and I were not aware of the neurological impacts vaping had on the brain. Specifically, we found that the addictive characteristics of nicotine can change the way synapses are formed, slow brain development in teens, and therefore affect memory, concentration, learning, self-control, attention, and mood as well, including increased risks of other types of addiction later in life.
Moreover, one thing we found to be concerning within the vaping industry was the marketing tactics and their change in audiences. We found that initially, vapes and e-cigarettes were recommended for heavy smokers who were trying to have a break from their addiction. However, as teens showed increased interest in such products, companies began to use appealing factors targeted towards this young audience in order to increase their sales. For examples, flavors similar to candy and sweets were promoted heavily through vape ads, while other vape products were disguised as regular items to make vaping in public more ideal for teens. Some examples include whipping cream bottles or pens.
Like Ria mentioned, in one advertisement, a vape item was made to resemble a whipped cream can, while another pushed the narrative of vaping to make teens seem more cool to their friends. An appalling statement by tobacco executives found by UCLA behind these advertisements was, "The base of our business is a high school student. The fragile self-image of the young person needs all the support it can get. Smoking may appear to enhance that self-image." We found this research to be eye-opening as to why the vaping epidemic has become so severe among teens, and how misinformation is so easily spread among the community for the profit of such companies.
Our participants also shared many things that they had not earlier known about the vaping epidemic. One participant shared her experience. "Before the workshop, I thought I knew a lot about the statistics surrounding teenage vaping and marketing, but the information presented in the workshop was actually quite shocking, and it really resonated with me. Not only are the effects of vaping a lot more serious than I thought, but they are disguised in the ways that vapes are aimed at teenage children. I never had thought about why so many teenagers vape, but I can now see why they grab their attention."
Many participants and speakers on our team alike were also not aware of the environmental effects since most vapes are not biodegradable. From a leader's point of view, we learned that marketing for attendance is most effective when we individually reach out to the people instead of doing mass emails or social media posts. Throughout this whole grant process, we learned about what MOUs are, how to fill out an invoice sheet, how to keep organized track of every step we took to reach our goal, and more. Overall, this is a wonderful experience for our team, and we're all better for it. Thank you so much.
Thank you again.